So you're moving to Cleveland and you don't want that city or suburban feeling of being really close together. In today's video, we are going to be checking out a home over in Columbia Station, and this is the perfect opportunity to get into a more rural area and have some land of your own. This home's got just under 3 acres of land, so you have a ton of opportunity. It's got a couple outbuildings, and it does also have 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, and it comes in right at 2,200 square feet. So it is a pretty good size for a family. However, it is going to need a little bit of work before you can move into it, as you'll see later in the video. But the area has a lot to offer as far as being away from all the neighbors. It gives you a little bit more privacy than you would get in a suburb or in the city. Now, with this area being a little bit more rural, you're not going to have a whole lot of opportunity for quick access to shopping. So you're probably going to find yourself gravitating north into North Olmsted, where Great Northern Mall is, and all the shopping that goes along with that. Or you're going to find yourself going a little bit east over into Strongsville, and that is going to give you a ton of opportunity to shop as well. Between both those locations, you're going to have all the stores and restaurants that you're ever going to need. So it's not a terrible commute to get to either of those. Now, the other good part about this area is that they're doing a whole lot of development around it, so it has the opportunity to increase in price very quickly. The homes that they're building are really big houses, and they're also situated on pretty big lots. So like I said, there is a lot of opportunity for price growth. Now, if you find yourself wanting to live in the Columbia Station area, feel free to reach out to me. All of my contact information is down in the description. My name is Sam Oler, and I am your Cleveland area realtor. But let's go check out this house. So this is the home that we are going to be touring. Now, it is on a large lot, so you are going to have a lot of opportunity for growth if you want. You can knock this one down and build a new one if you wanted to. However, that price that this is listed at does not support that, so you are going to want to keep that in mind. Now, upon entry into the home, you come in through a mudroom that I think used to be a front porch. However, it leads you into the living room, and the living room is a really solid size. I think this was the original entrance in through the home, and this living room has the ability to have a bunch of different layouts with its size and the door locations, so at least you have the opportunity to customize it for your liking. Now, into the dining room, you have another entrance into the home, and I'm guessing that was a side entrance at one point. And the dining room is pretty large. You can seat a family of 8 pretty easily, I'm guessing. And the ceiling is this tray ceiling with all of these different designs. They put a lot of effort into making this feel custom. And over off of the dining room, you have another room, and I'm guessing this was a bedroom at one point. However, the owner decided to turn it into a laundry room so that it was on the first floor and they didn't have to go down into the basement. So you have the hookup for an electric dryer, and you also have water hookups along with a small utility tub. Now, as we start to work our way back into the dining room and into the kitchen, you are going to have a little bit of an outdated kitchen. You've got the old wood cabinets and an older countertop, plus you have carpet on the floor, which is not ideal in any scenario where there's ever going to be any sort of wet. But the price that this home is listed at, you're probably going to want to just redo the kitchen, bathrooms, and I would say everything more or less. However, it's in okay enough condition to live in if you are okay with living in it how it is. Now, as we start to pan around the kitchen a little bit more, it is a galley kitchen, so you are going to have the necessities of a kitchen on either side of the wall, so you have the quick opportunity to turn around and get to the next part. And off of the kitchen, you have a bedroom, which is a really solid size. You are going to have a ton of room. You could fit a king-size bed and a dresser in here pretty easily, I would bet. And then at the bottom of the stairs, you have the ability to go to the second floor. And up on the second floor, it looks like they were trying to redo it and make it a little bit more living space at the top of the stairs. However, it looks like they got cut off for whatever reason and they did not get to finish. So as I'm looking at a lot of this, a lot of it is screaming DIY to me, and it isn't bad. However, it isn't the greatest craftsmanship I've ever seen. However, this bathroom on the second floor is a lifesaver because going down those stairs at night is a nightmare, I would bet. And the toilet and sink area don't have enough room, so you're gonna have to put a really tiny sink in there if you want to make it somewhat comfortable if you're going to the bathroom and actually using the toilet. Now, around the corner through the living space that they were starting to work on, you've got another room up top, and it's got a ton of storage. However, it is a step up, so
it is probably a 6.5 foot, 7 foot ceiling, and you only have full height right down the middle. Now here's a little cubby that they built in to kind of make it a little bit extra space for your head if you wanted to put a desk in there or something. And then as we start to work our way back downstairs, we're going to be back in the kitchen at the bottom of the stairs. And as we start to work our way through, there's still a little bit more that we need to see on the first floor. But I think Columbia Station is a wonderful area to live. I was shooting to move back into this area when I was moving back from Toledo, and I just ended up in Strongsville, but I definitely would not have minded ending up here. Now this bathroom is a pretty long bathroom. You've got a tub that you can sit down in, and I think this is for adults who are having trouble walking, and it just makes it a little bit easier for them to bathe. And that is something that you're going to definitely want to keep in mind because it's not a regular shower setup. So while this home needs a lot of work, the area around it is definitely becoming a lot better as far as new builds go. So you are going to have some really nice houses around you if you wanted to move into the area. Now, as I said earlier, this has a lot of room to grow as far as equity in the home, so it might be worth putting that sweat equity in and getting a lot out of it in the future.
If you made it this far into the video, I want to say thank you. It shows that you might be looking to move to the Columbia Station area. If you are, or maybe you want to be in something in a little bit more suburban area, feel free to reach out to me. All of my contact information is down in the description, or if it makes it a little bit easier for you, you can call or text me here. If you find yourself down in the description checking out my social media, make sure you click that like button before you leave the page because it's going to help me out a ton. But with all that being said, I'll catch you in the next video.